I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. Psychoanalysis is in essence a cure through love. Words and magic were in the beginning one and the same thing, and even today words retain much of their magical power. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounded by unpleasant people. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. There is a powerful force within us, an unilluminated part of the mind, separate from the conscious mind that is constantly at work molding our thought, feelings, and actions. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. When making a decision of minor importance, I have always found it advantageous to consider all the pros and cons. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. If you don't like a person, it's because they remind you of something you don't like about yourself. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. The liberty of the individual is no gift of civilization. It was greatest before there was any civilization. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. Analogies, it is true, decide nothing, but they can make one feel more at home. The mind is like an iceberg, it floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. What is common in all these dreams is obvious. They completely satisfy wishes excited during the day which remain unrealized. They are simply and undisguisedly realizations of wishes. Maturity is the ability to postpone gratification. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. The dream is the liberation of the spirit from the pressure of external nature, a detachment of the soul from the fetters of matter. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude, be kind, but not weak, be bold, but not bully, be thoughtful, but not lazy, be humble, but not timid, be proud, but not arrogant, have humor, but without folly. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. Great decisions in the realm of thought and momentous discoveries and solutions of problems are only possible to an individual, working in solitude. The weakness of my position does not imply a strengthening of yours. Trying to be completely sincere with yourself is a good exercise. If you can't do it, give up. The goal of all life is death. Love and work. Work and love, that's all there is.